Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Dino Mosquera, and let's square up South Florida and Florida. DeSantis' war on rainbow crosswalks hits Key West in the dead of the night. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' campaign against rainbow crosswalks reached a dramatic point this week in the Florida Keys. In the dead of the night, the Florida Department of Transportation painted over Key West pride displayed at the intersection of Duval and Petronia Streets. The erasure of the small 6-foot deep crosswalk gave way to DeSantis' claim that such street art is a traffic hazard. Bikers and pedestrians at this intersection move faster than the traffic in the slow-paced Historic Gayborhood. The Key West Business Guild called the action disheartening. In a statement, the groups wrote, quote, "While this action has caused pain and disappointment, we are not deterred. The Guild's boards and staff remain steadfast in our commitment to ensuring that the LGBTQ plus community is visibly represented in our historic neighborhood," end of quote. The Guild urged residents to contact the Key West Commission. But the governor's crackdown stretched beyond Key West. Before dawn on September 9, FDOT also removed the Pride intersection in Delray Beach near Fort Lauderdale. The city later said, quote, "This immediate action by FDOT did not allow the city commission in the opportunity to review the order as an elected government body," end of quote. Delray Beach Vice Mayor Rob Long was blunt. He said, quote, "Let's be honest. We all know this is not about traffic safety. This is political," end of quote. Activists continue to resist the ban by repainting rainbow crosswalks despite arrests and police crackdowns. As one protester proved, even chalk-covered shoes can send a powerful message of defiance. He's completely right, the vice mayor. This is not about safety. This is totally lame play politics, and Ron DeSantis is at it again. This is the consequence of elections in our community. When we elected him, and we were trashing Andrew Gillum and all that, a few years ago over nothing, even the gay community.
Yeah.
This is a consequence. Right. We had this guy through the pandemic, and now the new Trump administration. This guy is taking it against our community, and he's doing it again, and this cannot continue. I mean, so what's next? We're gonna just now, the Sunshine Cathedral has a rainbow outside. They're gonna say this is a distraction. Right. I'm gonna, ask you to repaint it. This is ridiculous.
No, it's erasing us, right? It's erasing us. It's not anything about traffic. It really is just targeted against us in such a cowardly way. Like to go and at 2 in the freaking morning.
That's not conducive to transparency and trust. The government asks us to trust them, but if you're sneaking around at 2, 3 in the morning, that's not how that works.
There's protocol, right? There's certain things that you're supposed 100%. To do, correct? But you're still able to come and paint it at 2 in the morning in the middle of the night.
And why are they worrying about an intersection?
I know.
Let's talk about housing and affordability and insurance.
Because they want you to. They want you to waste our time on this, okay?
That's exactly
Most
right.
of us at this table were at that emergency commission meeting that Dean Trentalis made last week, right? And most of us spoke at that meeting, right? And I've got to tell you that when I was walking up to that podium to talk, I'm like, this is a waste of my time. Right. Yeah. Okay, this is a waste of my advocacy. They are going to paint over that crosswalk regardless. And at least 100 of us spoke out that day with, in full glory. And unfortunately, they're still going to do this at 2 in the middle, at 2 in the morning, come over and paint over our crosswalk.
They did it at polls.
Yes,
they did it outside polls. I mean, if you do it there, what's for a little corner in Delray Beach?
Yeah. And that's a memorial. And they painted over like those 49 people weren't killed.
And it's easy. Someone could be sitting there watching this going, well, it's an intersection. Who cares? What's the big deal? But this is how it starts. Erase.
Yeah.
So, no, we have to take a stand.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Shout out to the Key West Business Guild. They were just recently inducted into the National LGBTQ and Allied Chamber of Commerce, and I met with them a few weeks ago while at conference. And what we're doing in South Florida is taking all the chambers and uniting as a business entity to speak on the topic, not to take sides, but to speak on the amount of tourism that is going to be removed as a result of not having rainbow crosswalks.
Right.
And the tourist money.
And the tourist money. So in Florida in 2024, there was $1.4 billion
With a B?
of dollars that came in to LGBT businesses, GDP. Wow. In Broward County alone, there's $15 million.
Yes.
So, you know, the Sebastian Beach flag and the artistic renderings on the other streets, this is political. This has nothing to do with safety and the impact that's going to have. Delray, Key West, here, Miami, they're going to feel it. They're going to feel it in the dollars.
Yeah.
And the world is watching. And so this isn't just insular here.
Right.
The world is watching.
Yeah.
And so they're sitting there going, well, why do I want to come to Florida and spend my money
100%, Robert.
and visit? So
Listen, you're absolutely right. Listen, you know, I was blessed to go to some gay meccas the last couple of weeks, right? I was in the West Village a couple of days ago in New York. Used to be gayer than it is now, but it is, right? I was in P-Town, right, before that. And in both of these places, whenever I mentioned where I was from, they were like, you know, like, and that was like the face, like, instead of saying nothing against you, you know, but ouch. And then the second thought was exactly what you just said. I work too hard for my money. Why would I go and spend it down there, you know, where it's led by a maggot? I'm not going to. And I used to have, and everybody says that, I would spend such great summers down there. We would love to go down there for winter break. And unfortunately now they just choose not to, you know.
The conversation is always past tense. I used to do this. I used to go to Florida.
Right.
Like now they're shifting gears. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, the amount of tourism they'll get impacted. And unfortunately, from the chamber perspective, a lot of our businesses are getting impacted by this because what does that mean without having Sebastian Beach flag? That means that folks are not going to come to take a historic picture by Sebastian Beach banner and the flag because there's not going to be a flag there. So why go to Florida? Like, where's the gay beach? Or at least the unofficial gay dubbed beach. The local businesses, that foot traffic that they used to get from people heading to or from that flag on Sebastian Beach. It's just totally unfortunate. And, you know, with the chamber connection, we mean business, at least the 4 of us down in South Florida, the chambers, we're uniting to rally for our community.
it just doesn't make business sense for a state that requires and depends upon people coming here and spending their dollars.
Yeah. It doesn't. It doesn't. Listen, and Dean Trentalis, who is part of our community, he is gay, right? Again, but at the end of the day, he wants to do what's right for the city, right? And Fort Lauderdale, visit Lauderdale, such an incredible destination that they have made it, especially a safe place for our community. And then all of a sudden, it's so abruptly what we're thought of. You know, I mean, that's going to hurt the pocketbook, and it's going to hurt those mom and pop places that expect that money, that wait for that money, that, you know, plan on that money.
And then it trickles down in the community of the nonprofits. We provide services that the government can't or won't. And yet then now we can't go to those businesses and say, help support us because they're gasping for air too.
Yeah.
I mean, we're becoming the state that nobody will, you know, this is the premium touristy state in this country, and now we're becoming like the laughingstock of the country. This mandate, you know, eliminating mandate on vaccines in this state of Florida.
My friend in New York said something like along the line, like, yeah, you only have one tax. I would pay 3 taxes instead of living in Florida.
I mean, the man took on Disney.
True.
I mean, seriously.
Right. So it's just, I mean, tourists, forget it. We're going to be suffering for tourists.
Let me tell you, but I'm afraid to wake up and our crosswalk at Sebastian is gone. I'm afraid to wake up and our crosswalk on Miami Beach is gone. You know what I mean? Because protocol is being thrown out the window. How you're supposed to do things logistically is like, no, screw you. We're just going to get black paint at 2 a.m. and paint over your hopes and dreams. You know. All right, we'll be watching this story, and that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.